Let's finish up Exodus 15 today, and we're going to be introduced to not a new person, but we're going to get their name. So let's look at verses 19, 20, and 21, just 3 verses. It says, when Pharaoh's horses, chariots, and charioteers rushed into the sea, the Lord brought the water crashing down on them. But the people of Israel had walked through the middle of the sea on dry ground. So it's almost like, hey, we're just going to kind of, recount all this. We're at the end of the chapter, and so we're going to just, throw it up. Here's what happened. Now look at verse 20. Then Miriam, the prophet, Aaron's sister, took a tambourine and led all the women as they played their tambourines and danced. And Miriam sang this song. Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. He has hurled both horse and rider into the sea. So Miriam, the prophet, Aaron's sister. Okay, Aaron is the brother of who? Moses. So if Aaron is the brother of Moses, then Aaron's sister is also the sister of Moses. And so, I find this to be interesting. In Numbers chapter 26 actually really indicates that Moses only had one sister. And so that would have to be Miriam here. So that's the sister that supervised putting him into the basket that they covered and waterproofed and sent him out into the Nile, right? When Pharaoh's daughter found him and raised him in the royal family. So this Miriam here that we're seeing in verse 20 is the same girl from Exodus chapter 1. Things come full circle, don't they? So Moses has a wife, he has a son, he has a brother, and he has a sister. Now, another interesting part to this is Miriam here is called a prophet. So Miriam does have some level of prophetic gift. And we do find, women in Scripture that do have, prophetic gifts. I think back even into the book of Judges with Deborah and Barak. Deborah was a female judge or leader within the nation of Israel. So at different times, in different ways, in different places, God uses these different people, and male and female, in prophetic ways. You think to the New Testament, you think the story of, I believe it was Anna, who is at the temple there with Jesus when he is dedicated. And she prophesies about Jesus as well. And she understands who he is. And it was God showing her this. So it's a neat situation you see here. But she will use this gift and her influence in a bad way to actually undermine Moses' leadership and to challenge his authority over in Numbers chapter 12. So Miriam won't always be a help to Moses. Sometimes she will actually be a hindrance. So we'll get to that later and talk about that later, but you guys have a blessed day today.